You often hear people talking about the importance of knowing your why. Why is that important, or is it even important? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. Why is it so important to know your why? And what does that mean? What is your why? Well, let's talk about that today. Is it an important thing to know? My answer is absolutely yes, it is. And I'm going to get into that. But I'll start with sharing a story. So the other day, we had Tammy Matheny and myself with the Confident Athlete program. We had a webinar called Parents in the Mental Game. And so that was one of the questions that came up was, how do I get my athlete to really be engaged, to really be able to stay dedicated and push themselves? One of the things that I like to talk to athletes about when they first come into the Confident Athlete program is, why do you play? Why are you playing your game? And I like to reflect back on why did they start playing? Because it always comes back to they loved playing because it was fun. And then we ask, who are you playing for? Because oftentimes I'll see athletes as they get to a higher and higher level, that fun part leaves them and they start playing for a parent, for a coach, for something else. And it's really important for them to really reestablish why they're playing in the first place. And, the whole thing behind understanding your why, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an athlete, any high achiever, there's going to be days that you just don't want to do what's necessary. There's going to be days that you just don't feel like it. But when you can reflect on a higher purpose, what your why is, the whole purpose for what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing, that can re-energize you. That can be like, yes, that's the reason that even though I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to keep working hard today. So is it important? Absolutely yes. Because it's going to be the thing that pushes you when you need it. It's going to be the thing that keeps you motivated and focused. So how do you find your why? And I'm not going to go through the whole process here, but I want to outline what I do with in the modules of the Confident Athlete program. This is in there. Same process is in the entrepreneur coaching group, and I do it with my one-on-one clients. The process of 7 levels deep. It's really a cool process to go through because I've worked with people who have said, yes, I understand what my why is. This is what my why is. This is what my purpose is. This is why I do what I do. I said, okay, let's keep that in mind, but let's go through this process. And every time it's an epiphany. It's a realization that there's a deeper why. There's a more meaningful why. And the more meaning and deeper you can go with your why, the more useful it's going to be to you. So the process we go through, the 7 levels deep, it's actually a process that takes a lot of thought and effort to go through it. But I'm just going to skim through it. But basically what you do is you say, okay, here's what I do. Why do I do that? And you can do this on your own, you can do it with a partner, whatever you want, but you say why you do it. You state your why. And then you ask, why? Why is that your why? And it's really interesting because the further you go, the more emotional it gets, the deeper the meaning gets, and the harder it gets to answer the question sometimes. But as you go 7 times through that process, the end result is something that's coming from the heart. Something that no matter what you face, the trials that you're going to get ahead of you, you've got a strong enough why that you're going to be able to keep pushing. Now, if you go through this process, you might go through the process and ask yourself why and answer it 3 or 4 times, and you'll start realizing, yeah, this is a powerful process to really figure out what my why is. And I've had people that I've let them go do this process on their own. And then the next time we got together, they said, yeah, it was awesome. I know my why now. In fact, it was so good, I only had to go 4 or 5 levels deep. That's not how it works. No matter how good of a why you think you come up with, go through it 7 times. So you go deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's more and more meaningful. Now, the other part is not just knowing what your why is, but really focusing on it, really bringing it to the forefront. You know, in our accountability calls, that's how we start our accountability every single morning. We state our why. And, you know, it can evolve as well. In fact, I was just working with my accountability coach because I was starting to feel that my why needed to be tweaked a little bit. And we did. We tweaked it a little bit to be more specific to what I was needing at this moment. But it really is a powerful tool. It's a powerful tool to really know your why and understand your purpose. It's so easy to drift, to just go from day to day, to think that you're going in the right direction, but you really have no direction. You're not being intentional in your actions. You're not being purposeful in what you're doing. But if you really want to start heading in the right direction, start with knowing the why behind what you want to do. So, like I said, whether you're an athlete, entrepreneur, parent, high achiever, whatever you are, go through this process, figure out what your why is. And, you know, just like you write out your goals in the mindset journal every day, write out your why. Be accountable whenever you're doing your accountability. State your why. Make sure that it's as important to you as it should be. All right. Thanks for being with me. I mentioned parents in the mental game. Thank you for the incredible turnout. We had probably, I think it was near 1,700 people registered for it. For a limited time, I am still sharing the replay. If you want to get the replay, you can still go and register and it'll send you the replay. So go to confidentathleteprogram.com/parents and you'll be able to get the replay sent to you. But it was a great webinar. Thank you for everyone that participated. But from there, be accountable to what you need. It is Friday, so same thing we do every Friday. On Monday, we said, what do you have to do this week? So that on Friday, you can look back and say, 1, you've had a successful week. 2, you're closer to your bigger goals. Did you do those things? Be accountable. Send me a DM. Leave me a comment, whatever you want to do, but be accountable to what you said you were going to do. If you need help with your accountability, reach out. Jeff@jeffheggie.com. Thanks for being with me. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Athletes put a lot of time, money, and effort into the physical aspect of their sport, but they often neglect the mental game. And the mental game, it's just as important as the physical. In fact, it's often the differentiating factor between good and great athletes. If you really want to reach your full potential, if you want to be a great athlete, you've got to pay attention to the mental game. Now, come and join us in the Confident Athlete program, where you're going to learn how to develop powerful mindset, extreme self-confidence, and really take your game to the next level. Come and check us out at confidentathleteprogram.com/membership. Who you surround yourself with really does matter. The people you associate with and spend time with have a huge impact on who you become and what you do in your life. Hi, my name is Jeff Heggie, and I want to tell you about my Inner Circle Mastermind group. This is a group that's designed to surround you with like-minded high achievers who will help you to think bigger and amplify the performance of your business and your life while tearing down all the barriers that are holding you back. A mastermind is the fastest way to get you to the next level. If you're ready to network and connect with other successful entrepreneurs and influencers, go to coachheggie.com/mastermind.